All golfers, welcome to debatably the best time of the year in the golf season. Quarter zip weather, chilly mornings, chilly days that are going to come along with it. But I want to make sure is as those chilly days come, your game stays optimized and you continue to play well and keep the progress that you've made from spring right through summer, and you're not going to let that chilly weather affect your game. So biggest thing you can do is before the round is getting a full stretch, and even if you're not on the range, going to give you a quick 2, maybe 3-minute warm-up routine from the neck all the way down. That's going to make sure that your body's ready to go and you don't waste a quarter of your round playing like crap because you're not warmed up. All right, so let's start with the neck. You don't really think about it, but you actually go through 90% of your neck range of motion, at least turning, during the golf swing. Again, you don't think about it much, but you actually do go through that whole thing. So best thing you can do there, good posture, neck back, shoulders back, and then feel like you're just rotating as far as you can to the left and right there. Get a couple good reps in there. None of these should be painful. If they are painful, feel free to reach out. We can set up a consultation and make sure that your body is not at risk for injury or you have any injuries going on. A lot of people at this point, it's almost full golf season, probably have some nicks, aches, some issues going on there. So feel free to give us a call, get a complimentary consult, and we can make sure that you're good to go for fall and right through into the winter, which is the best time to make sure and improve your performance for the following season. Working our way down from the neck, I'm just going to stretch out those shoulders and front of the chest there. So just big movements of the arms there, forward, backward, stretch the shoulders, a couple good reps in there. Get the rotator cuff musculature warmed up there. Good activation here. If you feel like it's too much here, you can do the same thing, kind of down to your waist there, opening in and out. Just make sure you're not using any other shoulder muscles to help out there. Next, let's go from the shoulders right to the next joint, which would be your mid-back. So you use your shoulders to help out here, making sure that we're not doing any excessive extension of the low back, and it's just that mid-back straight up. So just getting, you can use a club to do most of this. Don't need any weight or anything. Don't need any bands. Just making sure that with this one, it's just that mid-back extending a little bit. And we'll transition right into some rotation there. So again, using the club, rotating right and left, keeping that lower body pretty still and quiet. I'll show you from the front there. A couple good reps. Get that thoracic spine moving. Move on right down to your core. Another thing you don't think about a ton that's working, but your core is pretty critical. So again, using that club. Now we want to keep the upper half pretty quiet and lower half pretty quiet. So just feel like you're doing some pelvic tilts there, activating the core, forward, backward, not too much compensatory issues. If you have issues activating here, definitely give me a call. Make sure that this is moving effectively, because if you're not able to isolate these different movements, it's going to throw off your golf game and it's not going to allow your swing to be very efficient there. Okay, so working down from the pelvis, of course, hips are going to be critical to make sure you're getting that full backswing and full swing as well. So starting with some good internal, external rotation there. Again, you can just use the club to stabilize yourself, both sides. That's got a good pop there. And then, of course, hamstrings and quads. Just your tolerance, again, shouldn't be overly painful, especially in the morning. Take it nice and slow. I'm pretty tight myself, always am. Always make sure I get a good warm-up in. I feel like I'm the only one I ever see on the range that is getting a good warm-up in. And then, as we move on from there, last one is if you have like a curb or you're on a hill, plenty of hills, especially going up to the tee box, just get your foot up there, making sure you're stretching out your calf. Don't need any issues walking up tee boxes. Don't need any Achilles issues. A la Aaron Rodgers. Don't need to talk about that one. Sorry, Jets fans. And then last thing is making sure that another forgotten one that people don't think about warming up is your wrists. So very easy thing to injure. A lot of small little tendons in there. So just starting with a little bit of a prayer stretch, dropping those palms down as much as you can, keeping those hands together, rolling forward and backward there, and then getting some good full range of motion wrist circles, warming everything up forward and backward. And at that point, you should be good to go to hit a couple balls. Again, even if you're not able to get on the range and get your full warm up in, this is going to help you right off the first tee to kind of make sure that at least your body's fairly warmed up and you can get to all your positions. Even if you don't have the full power at that point, your body's not totally warmed up, maybe add a couple squats in too, and make sure your body's moving as well as possible as you're hitting off that first tee, ready to play well. Okay, like I said before, if any of these are painful, feel free to reach out. We do complimentary consultations, a full Titleist Performance Institute screening to make sure your body is optimized and you're not at risk for any further injuries as we get into fall, the holiday season, when you're getting maybe some new golf toys. Okay, so reach out and we will see you in the clinic hopefully. All right, take